Another halfback making a decision on his future today. Luke Brooks, he's off to the Manly Seagulls for next season. 4-year deal?
Yeah, massive 4-year deal. I didn't think anyone would say Luke Brooks would get a 4-year deal at another club, but good on Luke Brooks. 4 years at the Seagulls. He knocked back 3 years at the West Tigers for $600,000 and people thought he was mad. But I think a fresh start with Luke Brooks here, and he moves to Manly with a couple of key changes there. In exchange, I think you'll find the young gun, Latu Fine, who's in discussions. He's a young 18-year-old with Manly in discussions with the Tigers to head there. But yeah,
what's he going there to play?
He's going there to play 6, which means
what
Josh
about
Schuster. Well, Anthony Seibold's met with Schuster and his family, and he's outlined his plan for what he wants from him, and that is to play in the back row.
Didn't Schuster basically say, I'm not staying unless I play 5'8"?
Well, Gal, you're a better judge of rugby league than me. What have you seen in the last couple of months, or at the time that he's been in the number 6?
I don't think he's a grade 5'8", to be honest with you. But I see him playing in the back row. He didn't do a lot of work in the back row either. So, but from what I understand, he said to Manly, I'm not staying at Manly unless I play 5'8". Is that correct?
Well, last year, I think, yeah, that's the reason they moved on Kieran Foran.
So what's his attitude going to be now? I mean, he's on $800,000 a year.
But last year he hadn't played 6. Now they've seen him as 6, and the Seagulls aren't convinced that he's a number 6.
If he wants to go, he can go. You remember regular viewers 100% footy, top dog last week. He knew where Luke Brooks was going, didn't shed any light. We tried, we hoped, we
don't know if he knew, because he didn't tell us.
I don't spoil the party.
You knew he committed. The Manly Seagulls, right club for him, Gus?
I'm happy for Luke Brooks. I think it's great. I think it's great that he's left the West Tigers. I think it's good for him to get an opportunity at this stage of his career. He's a 28-year-old with 200 games under his belt. He's still approaching his prime. He's got his best football in front of him, and I hope he finds it with the Manly Seagulls, and I hope he does really well.
What would you do about Josh Schuster if you're running the Manly Seagulls?
I'm not going to comment on that.
OK.
Well, at least he's with DCE. So at least DC can shoulder the load of steering the team around the park, and he can just play footy, hopefully.
Well, he won't be at the West Tigers by the sounds of it.
Are we assuming that Josh Schuster's going to leave Manly?
Oh, well, I don't think he's going to get the money that he's been offered. He's been offered a 3-year extension at Manly at about $800,000, and the West Tigers don't even think he's worth probably, almost half of that. So Benji Marshall's made it quite clear to the Tigers that he doesn't want Josh Schuster at that price. I don't think he wants Josh Schuster at all from what he's seen of him playing 5'8". So I don't think you'll see Schuster moving on to the Tigers. Is anyone willing to pay him $800,000? Time will tell.
You've got to remember, Cherry Evans is 34 too.
I'll tell you what, he is, but he's not slowing down. But he's still going pretty good.
I don't think he intends to play beyond next year.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he intends to play beyond next year. Which means I think that's the Luke Brooks insurance that they've taken by signing him for 4 years, that at some stage during his 4 years, Cherry Evans will retire.
At some stage during the 4 years, he probably will. But do you reckon next year? Really, I just think he's going that good. He's still at that.
I think I've heard him say he doesn't want to play beyond next year.
What about the elephant in the room at Manly? That a lot of the players, 5 or 6 players from the same management company as the coach, and we've seen this before at other clubs. Is it a problem in the game?
I thought they had made a ruling that player managers couldn't manage coaches.
They tried to implement it.
So they obviously stopped that. So it's all fair game at the moment. They can do what they like, I guess.